Hello and welcome to Budgets by Taraya. Over my career as a loan officer, I have seen every type of budget. Whether people don't budget, they budget a lot, budget a little, the good, the bad, the ugly. And what I've done is I've pieced together different tips and tricks from lots of different families and how they've budgeted to create one very simple to use tool that's going to help you get your budget in line. Let's get started. As I said, this is going to be a very simple to use tool that's going to help you get your budget in line. And we're going to go through a couple different videos here just to break down exactly how to use this. So first of all, why even budget? When we're looking at a pre-approval for your next purchase or refinance, one of the first things we're going to ask is, what is your ideal mortgage payment? And what we want to do is really narrow down exactly the dollar amount that works for you and your family. So typically when we go over that ideal mortgage payment, often people will have a general idea, but it's actually very rare to have an exact to the dollar amount that works for you based strictly on exactly what's coming in and what's going out and what's going to work for your family. So that's what this tool is going to help you determine. And if you're not yet in the market for a home purchase, this is still for you. Regardless of if you're paying rent, maybe a mortgage, neither, what this is going to do, it's going to help you get a clear picture of your monthly expenses and income and keep you on track for all of your spending goals. Where you spend your money each month is a very clear picture of what your priorities are. And sometimes it's likely that your priorities are not being represented in your spending habits. So the first thing that we're going to be tracking with this tool are all of your recurring monthly, quarterly, or annually bills that are the same every single month. We're also going to be looking at your flexible monthly expenses. So we're going to track things that change from month to month, like gas, groceries, entertainment, dining out, saving, investing. These items can and will change, and we're going to track what you plan to spend versus the actual cost of what you're spending. We're going to be planning for large purchases, so you're going to keep track of the upcoming things that you'd like to plan for. Maybe it's buying a home or a vacation or a large investment you'd like to make. And you're going to be able to clearly see what you can save for that and exactly when you can make that purchase. What we recommend is having separate accounts for your recurring bills, your flexible bills, and your saving. That is our recommendation. Of course, you can do whatever works for your family. We're going to be looking at your income and tracking that as well. We look at your take-home income, and then we'll be also tracking the funds remaining. So you're going to clearly be able to see how much or little of your income is left over once all of your bills are paid and your spending is done. So this right here is just a very quick overview of the budget tracker. We're going to be breaking down each one of these sections in detail through this presentation so that you know exactly how to utilize this. So before we get started filling out the budget tracker, there's going to be a little bit of homework on your end of getting things together and ready so that you have everything needed to just quickly fill out this sheet and get going. The other thing is that this should not cost you anything to be putting together. If you don't have Excel already on your computer, that's just fine. You can make a Google account just with google.com. And once you have that, you have free access to Google Docs online. And you can save this in your online Google Docs and access it from your computer or a phone. You're going to need to gather the last 4 months' bank statements for your checking, savings, and credit cards. This is going to show your recurring bills that are monthly or quarterly. So we want to get a very clear idea of what you're currently spending. The goal is to make the budget based off your current spending trends before we make any changes. Recurring bills are going to be very easy to spot and list on your budget. Tracking your adjustable spending is going to take a little bit more effort. What we recommend is that on a separate document that you're going to want to list each category that you spend in, getting as specific as possible. What you're going to want to do then is you can see here on this bottom right image that I've got some totals here. So you put the total for the 4 months of spending, and then you just divide it by 4 for that average spending. Some months are going to be higher than others. That's just fine. I'm going to show you how to adjust for that. But what we want to do is just take a look at the average spending for the sake of getting the form filled out to begin. The last thing that you're going to want to gather is your logins for all of your accounts. You're going to use this to set up auto pay once your budget tracker is all together. So once you've got everything gathered together, we're going to go ahead and go over in the next video how you're going to start plugging this information into the budget tracker. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time. We're happy to go over general questions, anything related to your budget. If you're ready to look at getting pre-approved for a home purchase or a refinance as well, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for joining us on this first video of the Budgets by Taraya tool. We're looking forward to diving in on the next videos on exactly how to fill it out and use it. Stay tuned. Watch the next videos and feel free to follow us on social media as well.